Hey everyone, it's Kyle from Kool Collectibles, back again with another vintage G1 Transformers retrospective, this time with Soundwave and his minions. Soundwave was my very first Transformer given to me by my grandfather back in 1984, I believe it was. And as you can see, he's not in that great nick at all anymore. I've had to put his legs facing outwards so he doesn't topple over, and he does lean forward a little bit because his head here is also very loose, but other than that he's alright. Lost a bit of paint and some of the stickers and so on, and it's lucky that I've still got the main cassettes. I guess I don't have Ratbat, but it's I'm still lost as to why I ended up with two buzzsaws. I mean, Soundwave was released initially with buzzsaw as part of the Hasbro release. Some of the history, it's been pretty interesting with looking back at some of the history of the Transformers. I mean, Soundwave and his minions, I guess the original Transformers were from Takara, and Takara had two main lines. I think one was the Diaclone line with all the cars and vehicles and weapons and so on, and the other one was the Microman line, of which these micro changes were a subline of those, and it included the cassettes that you see there, and Soundwave here, which was known as Cassette Man back in the day, and I guess Hasbro took them and transformed them into, Soundwave and Rumble and Frenzy and the guys that we all know and love now. So I thought that was a bit of interesting history behind these toys. I think the Microman line was mainly into 3.75 inch human figures, so I'm not sure how they sort of diverge into a subline for cassettes and other. I think also the mini-bots might have come from that line as well. So I guess Hasbro saw the potential in all of them and pretty much took it from there. So as you can see, mine, the neck is pretty much all over the place. If he's standing up straight, the neck just can't stay up anymore. Now I don't even know how to sort of take that apart to see if I can actually tighten that at all, but oh well. So I've still got all the usual weapons of his, which are pretty cool, and as always the transformation's quick and easy. So I was out over the moon when I found that they were releasing Masterpiece Soundwave, because it's amazing how in their alt modes, I mean the cassettes are the same size, and the boombox here isn't all that much bigger in alt mode for the Masterpiece, but when you transform them into bot mode, they're much bigger. But keeps with the same aesthetic. Now I don't even know if that eject button works anymore, and as you can see it well, sort of does. So that's pretty cool. And you can see all the scuffing and so on, and I do have a piece broken off somewhere, which I can't even see anymore. But yeah, so I really love this as my first ever Transformer. I could never give this away now. Oh, there's the broken piece right there. I could never give this away now. I still remember as a kid being traumatized when my parents took it away from me as punishment for a week, and I was I don't know, inconsolable almost for a week. I remember. I mean, the cassettes, the chroming on these ones are pretty bad. So this one's got the same sort of blue effect that my Optimus is showing, that I showed last week. This one's going black for some reason, and so yeah, I'm not sure why they're all sort of different colours, but these guys got a lot of wear and tear as well. The spring in here isn't working too well, and the heads don't sort of sit straight anymore. But I don't know. That's what you get for being 30 years old as a toy, eh? But overall, they still look pretty fantastic. And the transformation. I love how the Masterpiece in cassette form pretty much look identical to these in size and, you know, general aesthetic. Get the little rub thing, which is, this one works pretty well. Most of mine don't actually work anymore, but this one works pretty well. So I used to love that as a kid. And Ravage, always thought he looked a bit skinny. But another great piece to have. Oop. So yeah, I'm definitely glad I've still got these. I was thinking of getting Rat Bat as a reissue somehow, but I guess he just wouldn't go with these ones that are 30 years old now, so I'll probably not even bother with that. Like I was saying before, why or how I ended up with 2 buzzsaws instead of Laserbeak is something I can't remember. I do remember having Laserbeak because he came with one of these other ones, with buzzsaw coming with Soundwave. So I did have him, so I'm not sure if one of my friends just swapped him around back in the day. But not to matter. I'm glad with what I've got left over from these guys. If you look here, I can't believe the actual design's from 1974. It's strange that this one doesn't have any sort of Hasbro badging or logo on there, so I'm not sure how they determined which ones would have the Hasbro logo, like the Optimus Prime one did, and I think that one was dated 83 or 84. So this one, wow, I didn't realise the design was that old, and it's still pretty much iconic if you ask me. Pretty much everyone recognises that as Soundwave now. So that's pretty much it. Hope you guys like that quick look, and I guess just some of my thoughts on why Soundwave means so much to me. You know, going back to my childhood back in the 80s and so on. And I think he's been reissued heaps of times, just like Optimus and a few of the other G1 Transformers have been reissued a whole bunch of times as well, especially with you know, repaints into Sound Blaster and so on. So yeah, hope you guys like that quick look. My next one will probably be a group one with the Autobot cars from Season 1 that I've got left over. So that's Prowl, Hound, Sideswipe and a couple of others. So I hope you guys stay tuned for that, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks, bye.